Hey Crafty Dolls, welcome back, and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michawn, and I love all things DIY high-end decor. But if you're not new, hey doll, hey. In today's video, I am sharing some Christmas and July DIYs. I have some newbies, but I also have some oldies. It's also part of a collaboration with some of my friends here on YouTube, so make sure you go to my description box below, as well as pinned to the comments to check out the rest of their videos. Make sure you tell them I said hi after you watch this video, and if you come from the playlist, thanks so much for stopping by. All right, let's get into the DIYs. For my first DIY, I am going to take this blue truck that I got from the Dollar Tree. It has a bunch of stuff in it for Memorial Day or like patriotic decor. So I'm just going to remove that, the stars and all the glittery spiky things. I don't know. It took a long time to get this cleaned out and a long time to clean up my station with all that glitter. But I used my heat tool and just a scraper to get the rest of the glitter glue out of it, and then I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in Snow White and paint the entire truck. I did not paint the interior of the truck, so it still has that blue color, but you can barely see it. It's not that big a deal for me, but if it bothers you, then go ahead and paint it. I did paint the bed of the truck as well. I went ahead and gave this 2 good coats, letting it dry completely in between each coat, and this is what it looks like after I am complete. And then I just took a black, it's not a Sharpie, you could totally use a Sharpie, but I used a paint pen, and I'm just going to give it some detail and definition. It's a really super easy DIY. So what I did is just painted my tires black. You can totally use black paint, acrylic, or chalk paint, but I just wanted to have a little bit more fun with this. And then I outlined where all of like the creases were with that black chalk paint marker. Yeah, I said that right. On all sides, so just everywhere on the truck. So yeah, but I also wanted to update you guys. I know that a lot of y'all have been subscribed to me and following me for a good little while, and I know I've been in and out over the past year or so, getting some videos out and just kind of just being, present. I just have had a lot going on. Nothing bad besides my father passing away a couple years ago. I think that really kind of started me stepping back a little bit from, being able to post a whole lot. But yeah. So now what I'm going to do is take some antique wax paint color and then just a small brush, like a flat brush, and just do a little bit of distressing on here, focusing more on the edges of this truck. And then I do the face of it, like the side of it, and I just wipe my brush on it just to get the excess off just a bit, not a whole heavy hand on it, but just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more dimension and a little bit more color to it. But anyways, yeah, after my dad passed, I just needed some time, just to regroup and everything. And I think if you've heard before me say having 3 kids, adding that third one, I love my girl Phoebe, but she's a lot. It's a lot having 3 kids. Me and my husband are outnumbered daily. And then just their activities and everything, it just, I get really, really busy, and I want to be very present for my kids at this young age. So we do all the trips and everything like that. So that's kind of why I've been slowing down a bit on posting as much as I used to in the past. All right, so back to the DIY. After I finished doing my distressing, I took these white pieces they are the beards from the nutcrackers from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you remember or if you know that I'm pretty sure you do. The nutcrackers at the Dollar Tree, they have the beards on like the side of their face. And yeah, so I just took those off from a previous DIY I did, and then just used that to make it look like snow, and then added some of these greenery picks that I had on hand, and just added those inside of the bed of the truck, along with some pine cones and just some other decorative pieces that I had in my stash already, just using a bead of hot glue for everything and just kind of rearranging it until my eyes were happy with the look of it. But if you do want to follow me just a little bit more, just getting a little bit more sense of my life and everything like that outside of crafting, I know you guys are here for the crafting DIY, so I definitely have some more videos that I already have ready to go in this next season. So I'm super happy about that. A lot of times I do actually craft, I just don't have the time to edit. And when I say edit, I mean like editing, like no kids in the background. I know sometimes you guys don't care about that, but it takes a lot for me to separate myself. But I travel a lot for work, so that's the time that I do have to edit. But follow me on social media on Instagram, Facebook, Amber Michawn, and you'll get a behind the scenes look of everything else and see all my kids growing. But after I completed my bed of the truck, this is what it looks like. It is so adorable. I love how it turned out, and I hope you like it too. For my next DIY, I'm taking this Snowflake, some round dowel rods, and a sign that I already had on hand. I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint in Snow White and ink, and then an antique wax. So I'm going to paint my Snowflake white. I did 2 good coats of that, letting it dry in between for each coat. And then after I was done with that, I did end up painting my sign. I didn't use my ink color because it was dried out, so I had to use just some acrylic black paint, and that worked fine. And my sign is actually like a piece of a shelf. You know how like when you get a shelving unit from like IKEA or like Walmart or Target or something like that, they have like the back part of it where you're supposed to nail in? That's actually what that piece is, but I'm just going to repurpose it because I thought it would be fun to do that. And it worked out perfectly. Now it doesn't fold like you would think it would because the snowflake is going to be on the front of it, so I didn't have any issues with that happening. So anyways, yeah, I just painted the front of it using that black paint. I only did 1 coat because that's really all I needed. I didn't need to do any more. Then I took those round dowel rods and I used my antique wax color and I painted that, and then I wiped it down with a rag and then tried to paint it over again, but it just wasn't sticking for me. You know, it's wax color, it's like wax paint, so it gives more of a faded kind of look to it. So I ended up taking this coffee latte color from Apple Barrel, more of it's just kind of a better color I was looking for with this color scheme, like a black and a brown kind of look to it. And so it worked perfectly. After everything was dry, it was time for me to assemble it all together. And so I just used some hot glue and then just put down those round dowel rods on the four sides of this sign to frame out my sign. And once that was complete, I took my snowflake that was now dried with the paint and my finger sander, and then I just sanded down the corners and the creases on it and like the face of it, just to give it a little bit more of a weathered look. It brought it all together for me really nicely. I didn't want to use paint to do any distressing. Sometimes just using your finger sander or a sanding block does the trick that you might want on it. Once I was happy with the look of that, then I went ahead and hot glued my snowflake right onto the front of the sign. And I'm also going to use some decorative filler to go on the front. I thought that I just wanted the snowflake on the front of this sign, but I felt like it needed just a little bit more, just something to make it pop. So I randomly just took some of these frosted pine cones from this filler bag and just hot glued several onto the center of it. I tried a few different things before I hot glued anything down. Tried to put the pine cones like on the ends of the snowflakes, but it just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give, and the middle did exactly what I wanted it to look like. And then again, after I did that, I hot glued the actual snowflake onto the front of the sign and just pressed down until it was completely adhered to it. And that's it for this one. I really love how it turned out. Super cute, super easy, just great decor. Let me know what you think. All right, Next up, we're on to the oldie but goodies of the DIYs. I absolutely love this DIY. So I have this wood round that I got from the Dollar Tree. You saw the pumpkins on the front, but I'm just going to use the back side, cover the front with brown craft paper. And then I painted that white using my white chalk paint. I was going to do something else with this for something else, and I decided not to. But anyways, I have this silk screen that I got from Amazon, I believe, and I think I got it from Amazon. I don't think I got it from Chocolate. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But anyways, I'm using some black and red chalk paste, and I am just going to do a thin, layer of it for the top and the bottom of the silk screen, and then just don't let it dry completely. As soon as I have everything on there, then I'm just going to pull that up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as my kids say. After that, I took this black and red checkered gingham plaid, whatever bow, ribbon, and I made a bow, hot glued it to the bottom of the sign, and then I am going to go ahead and take some more jute, fish it through the holes that were already at the top of this wood round, knot it in the front a couple of times just to give it a little bit of a decorative touch to it on both sides, and then that's it for this one. I love how easy all of these DIYs are. Literally like 2, maybe 3 steps that you take. I mean, the last one is probably like 4 or 5 steps. But anyways, super easy to complete, super cute as well, and great Christmas decor. Let me know what you think. Next up, I'm taking this small wooden block sign that I got from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. It was on sale. I think it was probably like less than $1. And then I'm going to take my ink chalk paint. This is when my ink chalk paint was not dried out. Again, this is a oldie but goodie DIY, and I just painted that completely black. I think I just did 1 coat of that, making sure that it dried before I did anything else. Next thing I did is I took this silk screen. This one I definitely got from Amazon. I just cut out the animals that were all in a row, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of this sign. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my letters, my wood letters. I get all of these from I have a collection from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, you name it. I just kind of put them in this tray. And then I'm going to paint that using my crimson red chalk paint color. Put it down on top of some painter's tape because they stay in place, and it's just really easy for them to dry like that. Then I took my white chalk paste, and then I just went ahead and painted the animals over that silk screen. I did have some bleeding, so I just went over it with some more black paint, and it was totally fine. An easy fix. Once everything was good and dried, I put my letters on the front of my sign, making sure that they were as straight as I could get them. Sometimes when you eyeball it, it doesn't always work, but hey, you work the best you can, right, when you're doing these DIYs. Then I took some what is this? It's not hot glue, it's super glue. And that's how I adhered all of my letters onto the top of that sign. Then I took my finger sander and then sanded down the edges, because I feel like when you sand down the edges of a lot of signs, especially when it has the corners or anything, really, it could be just a circular sign, just gives it a little bit more something, gives it that rustic touch. I really like how this turned out. I think it's super cute. My kids really love it too. Let me know what you think. Alright dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you head over to the playlist, let them know I said hi. And if you did enjoy this and want to see more, I would love if you consider subscribing and become on my Hey Doll Hey family. Alright dolls, see you on the next one. Bye!